A NASA spacecraft that has been orbiting Earth for nearly 14 years is now preparing for a dramatic return home. But this return will not be controlled. Instead, the spacecraft is expected to plunge back into Earth's atmosphere in what scientists call an uncontrolled re-entry. The spacecraft in question is Van Allen Probe A, one of two identical probes launched by NASA in August 2012. These probes were sent into space to study the mysterious and dangerous radiation belts that surround Earth. Now, according to NASA and the United States Space Force, the 1,323-pound spacecraft is expected to re-enter Earth's atmosphere around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Though scientists say there is an uncertainty window of plus or minus 24 hours. Most of the spacecraft will likely burn up as it tears through the atmosphere at extremely high speeds. Temperatures during re-entry can reach thousands of degrees Celsius, turning large portions of the probe into vapor and molten fragments. However, NASA says some pieces could survive the fiery descent and reach the ground. Before that sounds alarming, experts stress that the risk to people on Earth is extremely small. NASA estimates that the chance of debris hitting a person is about 1 in 4,200. While that may sound concerning, scientists say it is actually considered a relatively low risk in spaceflight terms. Space tracking experts say objects fall back to Earth from orbit more often than people realize. Dead satellites, rocket bodies, and other space debris re-enter the atmosphere almost every week. In most cases, any surviving fragments land harmlessly in the ocean, which covers about 70% of the planet's surface. The mission of the Van Allen probes was scientifically groundbreaking. The spacecraft studied the Van Allen radiation belts, to massive rings of charged particles trapped by Earth's magnetic field. These radiation belts act like a natural shield. They help protect Earth from cosmic radiation, solar storms, and powerful streams of particles coming from the Sun. During their mission, the twin probes made several major discoveries, including the detection of a temporary third radiation belt that can form during periods of intense solar activity. Originally, NASA expected the spacecraft to remain in orbit until 2034, but the Sun had other plans. In recent years, the Sun has entered a phase known as solar maximum, when solar activity becomes far more intense. Strong solar storms heat Earth's upper atmosphere, causing it to expand. That expansion increases atmospheric drag on satellites orbiting the planet. As a result, the Van Allen probe began losing altitude faster than expected, bringing its return to Earth almost a decade earlier than planned. The spacecraft's twin, Van Allen Probe B, is still in orbit, but is expected to fall back to Earth sometime before 2030. NASA says it will continue tracking the spacecraft closely in the final hours before re-entry. As scientists gather more data, they will refine predictions about exactly when and where the debris could fall. For now, experts say there is no cause for alarm. The event is a reminder of both the achievements and the growing challenges of the space age. As more satellites and missions enter orbit, managing space debris and ensuring safe re-entries will become an increasingly important part of the future of space exploration. And for this pioneering NASA spacecraft, after more than a decade studying the invisible forces protecting our planet, its mission will end in a final fiery descent back to Earth.